Before we get underway with the full presentation, a few housekeeping things to do. Because this is an internet intensive presentation, in order to maximize your experience of this webinar, we request that you close down your email, Skype, etc., so that you have firstly minimal disruption and plus you get maximum bandwidth available. You can expand and collapse the control panel by using the arrow, the red arrow here, and that will open or close the panel. And if you need to ask any questions during the webinar, please feel free to do so. We'll endeavor to answer all your queries at the end of the webinar. Just type your question into the panel and click the send button. We have some fantastic offers for the participants, exclusively for the participants today. So stay tuned. We'll cover all of these towards the end of the program. It's really exciting to present this webinar to you, our customers. Now, we work with rental companies for many years, and we come across people who manage their equipment rental business using spreadsheets, sticky notes on the whiteboard, and then whiteboard with customers and dates, and with rentals on each of the cells. And also we have come across people still using diaries to manage their rental operations. So is your rental operation managed like this? I hope not, but if it is, then there are better tools available to help you manage your inventory and other things better. So with this kind of an environment, it's very difficult sometimes to find out where all your equipment is. Is it available for hire? When is it going to be returned? Have you raised invoices for all your rentals? And whether payments have been received. And if you have cyclical invoicing, for example, monthly billing for all your long-term rentals, have they been raised and processed into your accounting system? This causes a lot of difficulties, and people tend to spend hours after hours every week and every month transferring data to the accounting system and reconciling equipment status, and obviously the payments and invoices, and most importantly, locating where all your equipment is. It's the data is spread across multiple systems, spreadsheets, your Xero, MYOB, and all of the accounting systems, and maybe another quotation system. So if there was a simple and efficient way to manage your rental business that costs less than half a cup of coffee a day, would you consider it? What the cloud allows us to do now is to leverage the power of the internet, leverage the power of the network, the array of servers and other things out there, to leverage their computing power to deploy cloud-based applications that can be used anywhere. So Viberent is one such cloud-based rental management system, and is hosted on Microsoft Azure in this country, and it integrates very tightly with accounting systems like Xero, MYOB, and QBO, the most popular accounting systems in our region. And that gives you a single point of entry for all your applications straight into your accounting packages. So there is no duplication of effort. There is no redundant data entry. You enter it once in either your accounting system or in Viberent, and they flow through to each other. So all your rentals are reconciled, and you invoice your customers in a timely way, and you have closed your books within a day of the month end, rather than waiting 3 or 4 days before all your equipment status is reconciled and your customers are invoiced. And of course, what does it do? It leaves you time to do the important things. Business tend to save using Viberent 6 to 8 hours every week, and that can be put to productive use. Least of it being spending time with the family and doing other things that bring additional time to you. In our experience with working with rental companies over many years, we have found out that there are three key business challenges that rental businesses face. Yes, there are many challenges, but these are the three key ones that they grapple on a day-to-day basis. Equipment, your rental inventory, where is it? What condition is it? Is it available to rent? Okay, when is it coming back? I've got a job coming up in 3 weeks time. Is my rental equipment going to be back? Secondly, regular billing of your customers. It's all well and good that you can rent it out, but it's most important to, for cash flow purposes for a business to invoice your customers regularly and bring in revenue into the business. And thirdly, compliance. Is your equipment in tip-top shape? Have you got PPS covered? So, those things are important for a business. So these are the three key business challenges that, in our experience, rental companies face. And we will show you how Viberent can solve all of these issues for you in a very simple way. Viberent is currently used by over 35 different industries, from mining equipment through to, mobility, medical equipment, indoor plants, forklifts, oil rig, plant and machinery, portable toilets, party rentals, over 35 different industries use Viberent at the moment. Let us take a case study with ABC Containers. As the name suggests, they are a container rental company based in Perth. And their key issue was it's taking them too long a time. They have additional staff employed in the office just to do month-end invoicing. And what it did to them was over 10% invoicing errors. And it took them many days at the end of the month, people crunching numbers into zero, and it caused them a lot of errors. All they needed was 100% accurate invoicing and reduce the staff involvement, because there were 3 or 4 people involved, including the business owner, which took time away in running their business properly. After implementing Viberent, their month-end invoicing is now reduced to 20 minutes, and they have only one staff managing all the rentals, and business owner has dedicated the time to growing the business, is working on the business rather than in the business. That's the kind of power current cloud-based systems can bring to you. So, leveraging the power of the internet and leveraging the power of the banks of service and other things out there, we can bring you all that power to you. So at this stage, I would like to take you on a quick demonstration of the key functionality of Viberent system. And yeah, and we'll welcome any questions subsequent to the demo. If you have any questions during the demo, please feel free to raise them, and we'll endeavor to answer all of them at the end of the presentation. Viberent, as we mentioned, is a cloud-based system, and it's therefore can be used anywhere, anytime. If you've got a browser access anywhere on a tablet device or on a laptop or a desktop or a Macintosh or a MacBook, or even on a smartphone, you can use Viberent. Viberent is an add-on to an accounting package. So initially you need to make that link to your accounting package. I've got the demonstrations provided for the Xero accounting package. So initially you establish the link to Xero using connect to Xero, load Xero data, etc. And that establishes the link to your accounting system. Once this is done, there are various ways you can customize Viberent to your business requirements. We provide a number of configuration screens that allow you to just customize Viberent to your requirements. Simple things, for example, if you're in the US or other parts of the world where they use different date formats, you can specify that. You can specify the email settings. And if you're using tracking categories in Xero or jobs in MYOB or in QBO or classes in QBO, you can have default jobs specified as part of the Viberent system. And we also give you 6 custom fields that you can use for any purpose. For example, if you are got customers who um, outside of your local area and you want to know how to access their venue, if there are any special instructions, then Viberent gives you these additional fields that you can use for any purpose. Simply label it whatever you like and use them however you like within your transactions, like your quotes or rentals. For event management businesses, we provide specific functionality within Viberent. For example, if you are an exhibition rental company and you got a major event coming up at the convention center where you got 15, 20, 30 customers to service, and you got to specify deliveries to various areas of the venue, such as the courtyard, the restaurant, or the plenary hall, or the various areas of the venue. You can set up your show code, the name, the venue, hall number, and stand as part of Viberent, and you can schedule deliveries to each of those areas. So you can simply extract a report, for a particular event. You can create a packing list and customer orders for those events and things like that. We'll show you how these things work. Viberent also allows you to include your own rental agreement and terms and conditions. For example, if you are a property styling business and you have your own rental agreement that your customer signs off on, you can put through all of those details as part of your Viberent. And when the transaction is raised, you can simply include this rental agreement and also your terms and conditions. There is no restriction on the amount of text you can have. You can simply copy and paste from your Word or PDF documents and include them as part of your Viberent system. You can format it to your heart's content, just make it bold, underline, whatever you want to do, highlight it. Everything can be done within the Viberent system. So we give you 2 sets of documentation, a rental agreement and terms and conditions, and these can be used, sent along with your quotes and rentals. Now, you have equipment to rent, but in many cases you also have accessories that you send out along with your equipment. Things like, for example, if you are a plant or machinery company, you may send out additional buckets, or you may send out some ropes and chains, or other accessories like helmets for your staff and things like that. Or if you are a party rental company and along with your party goods, you also include boxes of tissues or face paint or other things that you include. These can be put together as accessories within the system. Also, any custom charges, for example, these one-off charges that you have with all your rentals, things like delivery, pickup, or insurance, or any other one-off charges that you have as part of your rentals, you can include them. Again, these can be customized to include. You can call them whatever you like, specify the general ledger account and the tax code, and if you have a default amount, say for example you charge $200 for delivery or $100 for delivery, simply specify what these are, and whenever you put through a quote or a rental, you can include these details. You can also specify your own rental periods. For example, you are a property styling company or a furniture rental company, and you rent out things for 6 weeks or 5 weeks, etc. You can do that. Or if you are like wedding event rental company or corporate rental company where you have weekend rates and 4-day rates, etc., you can specify those things as well. All these are again customizable by you. Okay, and if you have, say, long-term rentals, you can specify monthly, weekly, 6 months, whatever it is, 12-month rates, etc. All those can be put together as part of the Viberent system. Now, Viberent also allows you to send out emails directly, so you can have your own email templates as part of Viberent. So you can have one template for quotes and another template for invoicing and things like that. And again, these messages can be personalized or customized to your customer's requirements. For example, if you want to personalize with the customer name, you can simply include a tag such as the customer name included in that, and you can simply copy and paste on the email template. So whenever the email is sent out directly from Viberent, the system will substitute the customer name with the actual name of the company, and you can send it out directly from Viberent. So that's the initial configuration, which is like a one-off setup that you can use to configure Viberent to your requirements. You can always go back and change things as per your business requirements. That's the key functionality, that you can go back to anytime. Once the configuration is done, your daily workflow goes from left to right. Things like dashboard, it's got a few functionalities as the name suggests. It includes transaction calendar, a stock view, etc. Then you maintain your inventory, your day-to-day inventory, things like, how much equipment we have, are they serial number based, etc. Then you can maintain details about your customers. Then the transaction, which is the heart of the entire Viberent system, and this allows you to process quotes, rentals, sending out rental reminders, batch printing of invoices, whole lot of functionality that we provide. And obviously, it's not very useful if you capture all kinds of data but not able to extract them out. Viberent is the only rental system out there that allows you to extract 20 plus reports as part of the system. Now, yes, you can maintain all kinds of details about equipment, extract reports, etc. It is very common for rental businesses to keep their equipment in tip-top shape for compliance and other purposes. So Viberent also includes a repair and maintenance module that allows you to, schedule servicing or repairs or maintenance on your equipment and keep a record of it, so that at the time of disposal you have a record of all the servicing and repairs performed on your equipment, and you can provide it to the buyer as proof of maintenance on your equipment. In addition to that, Viberent also provides what we call as the customer portal. The customer portal is nothing else but a simple extension of your Viberent to your customers. Say you're an equipment rental company and you want to provide access to Viberent to your customer base so that they can place orders, albeit in a very limited fashion. We don't provide the entire Viberent to your customers, just a limited view so that they can engage directly with you and check out stock availability, and if you choose to, you can also allow them to look at the pricing and obviously place orders with you. So Viberent includes this customer portal that includes the additional bit of interaction with you and your customers that you can provide a link to straight from your website, so that when your customers place orders, they immediately hit your Viberent data, so that you don't have to duplicate any data entry. That's the key. We are here to save you time and effort. Viberent will save you significant time and effort week after week, guaranteed. On average, our customers save 6 to 8 hours every week. Viberent, can achieve substantially more in certain situations, but that's the kind of power. You get almost a day back every week. Imagine what you can do with a day of time available. How much time can you spend on growing your business, your customer base, your marketing, your other aspects of your business, doing performance reviews, etc. That's the kind of power that Viberent brings to your business, your rental operations. So as the name suggests, the dashboard, it gives you an overview. The transaction calendar gives you an overview of how your rental is, and it's all color coded. Things like anything in brown that tells you it's a tentative rental. Anything in green is confirmed quotes. Quotes that have been sent out but not and confirmed but not turned into a rental. And blue ones are active rentals that are happening. right? So blue ones are active rentals and red ones are returns. So at a glance you can clearly see, okay, you got a lot of rentals happening, a lot of returns happening as well. So towards later part of the month though, it's fairly weak, so you got to do some, um, customer acquisition work and things like some marketing to gain new customers towards the end of the month. So immediately you can look at it and see. Also, one of the key things that we mentioned to you was one of the business challenges that customers face was, finding out equipment availability. This clearly provides you that functionality. At any point in time, you can check availability of your equipment so that, if somebody is on the phone and you want to find out how much of certain item you have available, you can simply go into the screen and find out. System tells you this is how much you have in stock. If you have none available, it tells you so. Suppose somebody has an event coming up, they have a office Christmas party for all their customers, and they've got a major event on 15th of December, and you want to find out how much equipment you will have available at the time, simply search for that period and system will come back and tell you. Otherwise, if you just have inquiry from a customer for just one single item, simply go into the screen, select 10 by 10 marquee or something like that, and the system will come back and tell you this is how much you have available. So it's all instantaneous, as you can see. The system will go and find out amongst all your rentals and everything else, what has been booked, what is not coming back, everything else comes back and tells you this is how much you have available. That's the first business challenge satisfied by Viberent for you. Obviously, if any business requires forward planning, so we can see, all right, what are the bookings coming up in this date range. System will tell you these are the quotes that are raised but not yet converted, and these are the rentals that are coming up over the next week or so or the next month or so. So you can specify, okay, what are the rentals coming up in November. So if you haven't got anything, you better go and do some marketing so that you get some customers. So that's the kind of power that Viberent can provide to you. And also you can find out, okay, what's the rentals that are coming back. So if you want to find out, okay, from 23rd of October onward, what are the rentals that are coming back? These are the rentals that are coming back. So the dashboard, as the name suggests, gives you an overall view and also a bit of statistics about your business in terms of, say, what are the items, the top selling items, the top 5 customers, your current revenue, and any, how much have been confirmed, rented, placed, etc. So system gives you, these are the key statistics about your business. Now, in terms of inventory, like we said, Viberent is an add-on to your accounting package. So you may have basic item details in Zero or MYOB, such as your item code and name, etc. But then we add comprehensive value to the inventory in Viberent. You can classify an item to be your own rental, or you can also classify it to be like a cross rental from another supplier. So you can specify who the supplier is and also any their charges. Now, in addition to renting equipment, some people also include technicians or field staff or engineers or design consultants or wedding consultants, people who go out on site and make sure everything is in order and all that. Those people, crew, whatever you want to call them, they can be included as service type items within Viberent. Okay, and also in certain situations like the party rentals, it's very common for people to rent equipment, say for example tables and chairs and all lot of other things, and they also buy additional things like face masks or party poppers and balloons or glitter or face paint, whatever it is that you sell as part of your party goods. You can also include those things. So you can classify item to be 4 different inventory types. Now, in terms of tracking your inventory, you can track by either serial number or as bulk quantity. Serial number are those items, that are limited in quantity. For example, you got 5 Victor lawnmowers of same make and model that you rent out. then you may have some kind of an asset number or some kind of a tracking number within your business. You can include them as a serial number within Viberent. However, say if you are like a wedding event company and then you supply your customers with 200 plates and 5,000 forks and spoons, etc. Obviously, those cannot be tracked as a serial number. Those can go in as a bulk quantity. So the system allows you to specify either as bulk quantity or as serial numbers. You can also include additional details such as make, model, warehouse, unit of measure, and any long description or notes about the item. And you can also include your rental pricing. This is my daily rate, my weekly rate, my monthly rate. All of those things can be specified as part of your Viberent system. Suppose your daily rate is $10 and your weekend rate is $40, etc. You can specify those. Okay. In addition to the basic data, Viberent also allows you to include multimedia documents and images about the item. For example, if you have like a user guide or a manual or an occupational safety and health guide, you can include them. Just upload the images and the system will allow you to maintain them here. You can also include any number of images so that at the time of raising a quote, you can look at images of the items rather than remembering the product code and things like that, and that will allow you to search your items properly. Viberent also allows you to generate barcodes, etc. For example, with each of your equipment, you can specify your serial numbers as well as unique barcodes for the item. So the system allows you to maintain serial number. If you're like a truck fleet rental company and you have number of trucks, you can keep the serial number as either the VIN number or your registration number, and you can have a unique barcode as well separate to all of those. Okay. Now you can manually input the data using these data entry screens. Now it's in Viberent. You can also check your item history at any point in time. Say for example, you got a requirement from a customer and you want to find out who has rented it within say from 1st of September to today. You can specify who has rented it in the last month or so. System will come back and tell you these are the customers who have rented Viberent, who have rented this particular item in the last couple of months. You can look at both so who did we quote in the last couple of months. System will come and tell you as well. So you can look at item history at any point in time. Now you can manually input data into the system using this data entry screen, but we also give you specific templates as well. You can include all your equipment details into this Excel template, including your serial number and income code, tax code, etc., and put in your rate, daily rate, weekly rate, monthly rate, whatever it is, and you can import them into Viberent. Simply go into serial number import, select the Excel file and import it into the system. Now, one of the common things that happens within rental companies is the ability to revise prices quickly. For example, the exchange rate goes down, or your supplier, you've got a new supplier and you got better equipment that are at a higher price, and therefore you want to change your pricing. You can simply download the template with existing data, change the pricing in Excel and upload it back. So instead of going through screen by screen or of updating your Excel spreadsheet outside, you can simply download whatever you have now within Viberent and change the pricing and upload it back. So your price update is done in a matter of few minutes rather than waiting days and days to update it. We got a few questions coming up. Thank you very much. We'll endeavor to answer them towards the end of the presentation. So please keep them coming. With inventory, we also provide a unique functionality called kits or packages. Now, if you are a property styling company or an event management company, you have certain packages or a bundle, whatever you want to call it. Suppose you have as a property styling company, you have a small apartment fit out that includes number of component items. You can include these as part of Viberent. For example, this small apartment fit out includes one of these, two of these, one of those, etc. So you can specify all of those things in here, and then at the time of quoting a rental, you can simply include this particular kit item, and the system will come back and tell you whether you have sufficient quantity available of all these component items. So instead of selecting each of the items individually, you can simply load the kit and the system will take care of the rest. Obviously, you may not include all these items, based on your customer requirements. You may swap and change in a few items here and there. Viberent allows you to do that. So kit is like a notional thing. You can bring it into Viberent quote and rental module, but then you can always alter things to your customer requirements. Now, once your inventory is ready, it's now time to put together, some sales. You have customer walk off the street and they're wanting a quote done for you. You can simply go into the quote module and put together a quote for your customers immediately. I'll just explain it with a simple example. Say you specify who the customer is whom you're going to bill on the left side. Okay, we're going to bill this particular customer, and this is their address. However, the equipment is going to be sent to, John Smith, and this is going to be at the Mount Smith Community Hall or whatever it is. You can specify those, and any contact number, etc. You can specify those. So you can specify who the customer is whom you're going to bill, and on the right side you specify where your equipment is being sent to. Suppose you're a corporate event rental company, so you're engaged by, say for example, by the Bunnings head office, and so invoice the Bunnings head office, but then all your equipment is being sent to one of the Bunnings office sites somewhere, and you specify that that's where it's going to be sent. Then you specify all the items that you're going to rent out to this particular customer. Now you can specify items, and you can specify, okay, the rental period as monthly rental rate, whatever it is, and the system will calculate, how much, you have to invoice the customer for. It tells you, this is starting on 20th till of October till 19th of November, and this is what the income account is and all this, and this is the job tracking category that we're going to use for this purpose. You can add any number of lines into the quote. There is no restriction at all. We have some customers with 200, 300 lines that are processed as part of the their quoting process. You can also include any accessories. For example, they want floor mats and some fasteners and boxes of tissues. You can include them, and if you're going to include, say, 2 boxes of those, etc., you can change it. And you can also specify these other details. Now, this is where it gets very interesting for event management companies. So you can specify, the event start time, the end time, the dismantle time, etc. All of those things can be specified as part of the Viberent system. And you can also assign it to a specific event. For example, you've got a Zero conference coming up, and then you're renting out to multiple customers at the convention center. Then you can specify all of those things as part of here, and you can specify this is for this particular hall number and this particular stand, etc. Now remember, as part of our configuration, we included some custom fields. This is where you use them. For example, you can specify, okay, this is, venue access details, turn left from Smith Street and take the second gate, whatever it is. If you have a customer walk off the street and wanting to rent something and you want to capture their driver license number as a custom field, you can specify this as well. Okay. Also, you can specify any other custom charges. For example, you want to charge them, say, delivery fee of $50 or whatever it is. You can always add it in. System automatically adds $50 to your quote, and you can charge any additional fee. And also, if the customer pays a deposit, you can capture the deposit payment as well and record it in here. Now, normally when you raise a quote, you go back and forth with your customer. They make few alterations and things like that. Then anything that your customer provides you information, you can make a record of that. You can specify that customer doesn't require red floor mats. They require blue ones. You can capture all these kind of interactions with your customer so that at any point in time you have a record of all these interactions. Simply save it, and then you can email the quote to your customer, or you can print it. You can do whatever you want with it. And when you're printing it, you can include your terms and conditions and rental agreement and also any other details, etc. And you can print it and send it to your customer. It includes all those details and gives you the total amount. Now, you can also email it. You can choose the corresponding template to use, and you can send it to your customers. You can also include additional attachments. Suppose you want to include a picture or whatever it is, you can include as part of this. Now, the customer says, thanks very much, I accept your quote. Then you can simply convert the quote to a rental. Just at the click of a button, the system will convert the quote to a rental, and then you can deliver it to your customer, generate picking slips and all of that. Okay. There are a few other things that we provide as part of Viberent as well. Say suppose you have a standard quote, say so you're a property styling company and you have a standard quote for certain types of housing. For example, you have like a 4-bedroom package, then you and then you have a standard quote that goes with that. Then you can create a template quote for the 4-bedroom package and you can keep on cloning it. So suppose you have created the template, it's just a matter of cloning it to a new one. Simply go and change the customer address details and update the dates, bulk update the dates, so that you can capture the details for the new customer requiring a quote, and voila, the new quote is ready. So in a matter of 15-20 seconds, a new quote is ready for your customers requiring a 4-bedroom package, rather than you copying and pasting data from one document to another and all that. The system takes care of all of that for you. Again, huge time saver. Once a quote is turned into a rental, you can do a whole lot of things with it. For example, this rental is a long-term rental. You can maintain that as part of Viberent, and you can do the invoicing and other things straight from Viberent. We'll show you how. Say, for example, this particular rental. We have all the items specified. We got all the details in here. You got any number of items in there. You got to include all the accessories and everything. And when you're ready to invoice your customer, you simply click post to zero, and that creates an invoice in Zero or your another accounting system MYOB. So simply by clicking the post button, your invoicing is done. Now remember one of our second challenges, which is regular invoicing of customers. This is how it is done. You can assign your transactions to be either short-term or long-term rental types. With the long-term rental types, the system allows you to invoice your customers at the end of the month. Say, for example, a rental starts on say 17th of the month and it's going up till say 31st of May next year. So when you set it up as a long-term rental, the system will invoice at the end of the month. So it will go from 17th of October till 31st of October, from 1st of November to 30th of November, 1st of December to 31st of December, and so on, till such time the rental finishes earlier or later, and you can invoice the customer every month, month after month, month after month. Remember our second challenge, regular billing of rentals. Viberent takes care of that. Once you have posted to zero, you can simply go into the manage posting screen and say, suppose you're ready to invoice all your customers, say for the month of October. Simply select all your unposted transactions. Either you can select individually or select everything. So we got 23 transactions to be posted. We can bulk post to your accounting system as an invoice. So all these long-term transactions in one go, they are invoiced by Viberent. The system calculates the rental rates and everything else for the entire month. Does other things. If there is any stand downs and things like that, the Viberent system takes care of that. So you can put through all your stand downs as part of your transaction management. So simply select the particular rental and then you can specify, all right, for this item, I have a stand down from 1st of October to 31st of or 15th of October, etc. And you can make the changes accordingly. So our second challenge being regular billing of all your rentals, that's taken care of by this manage posting function. So that's our second thing satisfied by Viberent for you. Now, one of the key things that Viberent also provides is the ability to batch print invoices. So you may raise all your invoices, all your rentals regularly in Viberent, but don't want to print it one by one each time. Instead, you can specify all the rentals raised for a particular date range, and you can select single or multiple and simply generate a printout within Viberent. So on a rental transaction, we have the print function, but instead of printing each an individual rental, you can print them in a batch. That's what the batch printing functionality allows you to do. Now within a rental transaction, you can also do a number of things. Say suppose you have a short-term rental for a weekend. After the weekend job, the customer comes back and tells you, look, I want to extend it for a few more days. Then you can extend the transaction. Or if you're a mobility rental company, where you have been assisting a patient in the hospital with some wheelchairs and beds and other things, and and they were initially covered by their insurance company, but once the insurance runs out, then the Department of Veterans Affairs or Medicare or another funding agency takes over, then you can roll it over from one funding agency to another. Viberent allows you to roll over from one agency to another. So simply click the rollover button and the system will allow you to roll over from one provider to another. You can also generate picking slip at any point in time. You can print it along with your barcodes and any accessories or other details, and you can give it to your warehouse staff to go and pick the items, etc. Thank you for your questions. We have quite a few questions in there. We'll endeavor to answer them as soon as possible. Now, having completed our two major challenges being equipment availability and regular billing of rentals, the third one is compliance. This is where Viberent gives you a lot of information. There is plenty of reporting that you can extract out of Viberent. Simple things like inventory list, item availability, what is currently hired, what is not hired, your rental revenue. Suppose you want to find out how much revenue you have raised from certain customers, you can simply specify, okay, for this customer from say 1st of September, how much money have I made with these customers. You can simply select them and you can generate a report. System will come back and tell you these are the customers for whom you have billed this much money in the last 6 months or so, or or whatever the date period is. You can do that for items as well as for rentals. So there are a whole lot of functionality in there for you. System will generate all these reports for you. Now, one of the other things that we can do as part of Viberent is also keeping your items in tip-top shape using a service scheduler operation. So the system will allow you to do service scheduling. You can maintain spare parts. You can maintain different service types. For example, if you're a fleet rental company and you have a 10K service, etc., you can specify, okay, it's a 10,000 kilometer service, and these are the tasks that you have to perform, clean engine, replace oil, filters, whatever it is. Then you have this checklist of things to be done. You can specify these things, and also any spare parts that you use, brake pads, spark plug, blah blah blah, and any documentation such as a compliance certificate or other things that you specify that need to be included. Okay, and once this is done, you can also schedule a service for your equipment. So you can specify, all right, this particular item is to be serviced for this period, and simply we'll do it with an example again, and you can specify these are the items that we require for this particular service. It's going to be service from this date and time to this date and time, and you can specify these are the spare parts to be used, any labor components to be used, internal or external labor, and any service tasks and checklists. And if you require, you can raise a purchase order to your supplier for all your spare parts, and you can also print it and keep a record of all your servicing of equipment. So that's our third business challenge satisfied by Viberent as well. So this in a nutshell, there's a lot more to Viberent, folks. Just giving you an overview, there's a lot more to it. If you require more information, please contact us. We'll be happy to do one-on-one demo as well and clarify a lot of your queries. And lastly, the customer portal. So like I mentioned before, the customer portal allows you to assign customers to use Viberent systems. Simply specify that, and you can specify their password, etc., and then you can update it, and so your customers can log in, and they can place the order, etc., in Viberent using their window to Viberent. And then once you log in, you can place order and do other things. So you can place a new order. So you can select the items and everything else, and you can do all sorts of things, right? So you can do this 10 by 10 marquee, and then you can specify, so I want to rent it daily from that date to that date, and then add it in, and you can place the order. So as simple as that, your customers can log in and place the orders directly through to you. All those things come through to Viberent directly. Folks, there is a lot more to it, but considering the time, we'll stop there and and finalize the presentation and answer your questions. Now, one thing obviously we're not able to cover as part of this demonstration is show you the mobile apps. So like we mentioned, Viberent can be used anywhere, anytime. So you can use it on a browser-based device like a PC, tablet, etc. But you can also use it on Android phones or iOS smartphones, etc. So Viberent, there's a mobile app that allows you to do number of things, deliveries and returns. So when you make deliveries to your customers, You can also accept their signature and capture it and keep it in Viberent so that you have a record of all the deliveries done to your customers. Same with returns as well. So whenever your staff go out to the customer side, they can get the customer, they can show the mobile phone to the customer, make the customer accept that the deliveries are made and get them to sign it, so you have a record of all of those things. Viberent, using mobile app, you can also place the order. So simply select the customer, select the items, specify the dates, everything else. You can place the order using the mobile phones. For Android devices, you can download from Google Play, and you can use the same login that you have for Viberent to use your mobile devices as well. And for iOS, iPad, and iPhone, please send an email to us, and we will send you instructions to download the mobile phone app for iOS device. So just to summarize, these are the key features within Viberent. Barcode, QR code, uploading of documents, repair and maintenance, powerful search, improved dashboard, everything else. So the customer portal is already there, integration to Google Docs, multi-site, everything else is there as well. So in summary, Viberent allows you to manage your stock and gain complete control. Determine how well your company is performing. You got comprehensive reporting. Take advantage of those. You can send your quotes and estimate fast. So even when you're at a customer side, you're using an iPhone or a tablet device, you can raise a quote and get the customer to sign off immediately. User-friendly dashboard and calendarized view so that easily identify what is going on, coming back, etc. And keep your equipment in tip-top shape using repair and maintenance module, etc. And you can maintain track and in one inventory. We have number of customers using Viberent all over the world. Dolly Shop in New Zealand, they supply gear to broadcast TV, film companies, etc. And this is their feedback. We purchased business, and we did significant research, and basically they trial software, and they found Viberent to be extremely useful, and they cannot live without Viberent today. Connie from Sydney, Dome Property Styling, property styling company, home staging company. They launched in 2015, and they were requiring a simple system to manage their home staging property styling business, and they were able to totally automate their operation using Viberent. Saves them 10-20 hours every week. So that's the kind of power that Viberent provides to you folks. Now, we mentioned that we have a special offer. This is our current model within Viberent in terms of pricing, monthly subscription, annual subscription, and if you have more than 2 users, we recommend the annual subscription. We also have an annual subscription bundle that gives you, additional 4 hours of training and data migration as well. So today, exclusively just to the webinar attendees, we're happy to offer the yearly subscription bundle at $14.99, saving you $300. And if you recommend your existing customers, you can also save. We'll also give you 1 month of free access to Viberent. So you can have $300 and additional savings on top of that as well. The next step is simply to confirm your subscription, send us your inventory data, and make a time for setup and training. Viberent will save you significant time and effort week after week, month after month, and you can literally add thousands and thousands of dollars to your bottom line. We are confident of it. And that's it, folks. So at this stage, we would like to take questions from you. Any information required, please contact us on 1-300-131-842 or on mobile. We have number of questions. Let's go through one by one. Is a rental period required or can it be left blank? We need at least one rental period. Okay, for example, when you're renting out, you either rent out on a daily basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis. We need at least one rental period. So this is a rental application and you're renting it out in either hourly, daily. There is some rental period required, so we require at least one rental period to be there. Other question is, we are using Zero, and if we can, a new hire customer, do we need to add the customer in both system and in Zero? No, not at all. You add the customer in Viberent and that goes through to your Zero. For example, let's go back to our Viberent system, and when we go in and then we go into transaction and say we are sending a quote, so we'll log in again. When you're raising a quote to a customer, and if it's a brand new customer, you can simply add the customer right here within Viberent. Simply click add new customer. You can put in the customer name, John Smith Pty Limited. You can specify all that address details and you can post to Zero. So you don't have to raise them in Zero and bring it over. You can simply create the new customer in Viberent and send them to Zero. Next question. Can we track the return income on our hire equipment? Yes, we provide number of reports within Viberent, so you can have rental revenue report by customer, by item, by an individual transaction. You can extract all kinds of rental reports within Viberent. Next question is, will the Viberent invoice format be same as a Zero format? At present, Viberent gives it to you in a specified format. Once you post the invoice to Zero, you will have your own invoice templates in Zero, so you can print it to your requirements there. Okay, so you may have a number of invoice templates, so you can use them. Or if you can give us your template to be printed, generated directly from Viberent, we have done this kind of customization for a lot of our customers. Viberent is developed by us. We have a developer sitting here right beside me within Brisbane, and we create the system. So we deliver it, so we can customize it, we can do whatever we need to. So send us your specifications. For a simple, very small fee, we'll be happy to customize your printouts to your requirements. Can the prices be easily overrun? Absolutely, yes. If you have, say, for example, let's go into Viberent and say select a particular item. Say let me select a particular item. You can choose items by pictures, etc. So I can select 10 by 10 marquee and I specify daily, and it comes up with a rate of $10. I specify I'm going to charge this customer $25. Doesn't matter. You can override the pricing at any time. Can different rental return rates be applied for different customers other than use a fixed rental period? Absolutely, yes. You can change all these rental periods within Viberent itself. So you can specify, okay, I'm going to start on 28th and finish on 29th. However, I'm not able to pick it up during the weekend, so I'm going to return it on the Monday 31st. So you can specify the customer will be only charged for the start date to end date, but the inventory will be marked unavailable from the delivery date to the return date. Yes, you can have different return dates for different customers. That's not a problem, and the system will take care of item availability based on these. Other questions are, some of our unit have rego on them. Will that info us when the rego is due on our units? Look, within our inventory, we do maintain these kind of details. I will show you. Within inventory, for example, you can for this particular item, you can specify for a particular registration. You can maintain all these details. For example, we can put in the comment and other things. You can have some kind of date, date when it was brought in, and then you can specify expiry date, which can be your registration expiry date. So you can specify all of these things in here. All right, so suppose the registration is due April next year, you can specify that as well. Okay, so all those things can be specified as part of Viberent. Yes, do you have a section that allows for different currencies? Absolutely. Yes, within Viberent, suppose you have customers or other people in different parts of the world, you can go into the configuration screen and you can specify Viberent to include different currencies as well. Say suppose you have customers in other parts of the world that use different currency, you can specify that. For example, you can specify in China you can use yuan, or in South Africa you can use the rand, or if you are in Europe, Ireland, wherever, you can use the euro symbol. Or if you have a new customer, say from Central African Republic, and you can add their own currency as well. So Viberent allows you to add your own currency symbol. It's not a problem at all. Hope that answers your question. Can you restrict items a product, a particular custom sees? That is, would they see the entire product portfolio? Yes, that's right. So within the customer portal, you can allocate customers to see certain items, or only see the pricing or the rental rates, etc. You can restrict them. That's not a problem. If the customer is using the portal, how do they know if a particular rental product is actually available at the time that they require? Look, this is your business decision. You don't want to lose a particular business. So we allow people to check availability and and raise invoices. Say for example, in the customer portal environment, when you add a customer, you can allow them to check availability and show prices, right? So when this is done, the system show them the available items, and it will still allow them to place the order, because it is up to you. You may have a relationship with other rental companies from whom you can cross rent items and not lose the business for your customer. So we build that stickiness for you. We want your customer to be satisfied with your services and everything, so they can place the order, and behind the scenes you can do whatever you require to secure that order and satisfy your customer's requirements. So we don't stop a customer from placing the order. It's up to you to ensure whether that particular order you can service or not. The other question is, do quotes temporarily hold or flag inventory if there is multiple requests? Absolutely. If there is not enough stock available, the system will tell you. Say for example, when you go to a particular rental transaction, the system will tell you how much stock you have available for a certain period. So you go into the item details, and then you select a particular item, say by 10 by 10 marquee, and you select. The system immediately tells you 74 items are available, and you change the dates, say from 16th of November to 30th of November. System will come back and tell you you have 78 items available during that time period. System takes care of identifying how much stock you have available at any point in time. It's got that intelligence built in behind the scenes. The other question is, does Viberent have an API for telematics? I'm not too sure what telematics, sir, so I'm not able to answer you that question. However, we can tell you that we will have an API for Viberent coming up in the new year. So we are working on it. So once the API is ready, whether you use telematics or any other software, you can connect to Viberent directly. So yes. So API, at present we don't have an API, but we can have an API. But if you tell us what is it that you want Viberent to do in terms of connecting to your telematics, like we said, we can customize it for you. We'll be more than happy to, discuss further with you and provide you a quote for linking to your telematics system. If your telematics have an API, then we can integrate the two together. That's not a problem at all. We do this for a lot of other customers as well. Okay. Right, folks, if there are any other questions, please feel free to answer them. But if there are no other questions, we have covered a lot. Please contact us. We'll be more than happy to provide one-on-one demo and take you through the journey. And the offer is available for the next 10 days. So make sure that we have all of these things, the subscriptions confirmed within the next 10 days or so. It's a unique offer, only available exclusively to Viberent participants. You can save hundreds of dollars on your subscriptions, and you also get 1 month free subscription in addition. Excellent. If there aren't any other questions, we sincerely thank you for your time, and we look forward to assisting you in the very near future. Thank you, folks. Hope you have a very good weekend, and hope you have a fantastic week ahead. And those of you in Victoria or other parts of Australia, hope you win big next week at the Melbourne races, and good luck to everybody. Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Bye for now.